Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here to give some thoughts about the WCA announcement from this morning that all official sols will switch to 4-pad from the beginning of next year. I think it's the right decision for the survival of cubing because this change had to be made sooner or later, and it's good that we're doing it while the 2-pad stymes are still beatable on 4-pad, and people pushing the limits of the regulations hasn't gotten too out of hand yet. I think keeping the old results but giving the ability to filter the rankings for sprint events is also the best way they could have approached it. The biggest criticism I've seen of this decision is people thinking that the time loss from 4-pad is too much to compare with old records, but I think it's already been proven by now that it's insignificant in comparison to how quickly the times improve anyway, so it'll get overtaken. I'll also publicly state that I was not consulted on this decision and presumably no Pyraminxes were, but I assume that they've asked 2x2 solvers and the same logic applies to us as them, so that's not really a big deal. Personally, I'm substantially slower on 4-pad at present, but that's an issue of not having practiced on it, and given the amount of effort I've spent into making sure my starts and stops are legal, I should be fine by next year if I just put in enough work. And actually another thing that's relevant to mention here is that I was the world record holder during the transition from G4s to G5s, and I actually found the shape of the G5 extremely uncomfortable, and it took a really long time for me to get used to, but I went on to achieve the majority of my best results in my cubing career with G5s. So I believe that myself and anyone else who mains a sprint event will be able to do the same thing this time around. I don't have very much insight into the thing about discreetly stopping the timer within 0.06 potentially being easier on 4-pad, but I'm sure it's being considered by a lot of smart people and we'll see what comes of that. It's not ideal, obviously, to be locking ourselves into speed stacks given their patent thing and also their bigotry. But there's kind of been no signs of leaving them anytime soon, regardless of this decision. So my opinion as one trans person is it's kind of a necessary evil, but obviously I can't speak for anyone else. Overall, this is a massive win for the sport, and I think we can all look forward to the death of sliding discourse.